Menstruation, while a natural and essential process in the reproductive system, had been surrounded by societal, cultural, and scientific questions for centuries. Research into menstruation and its effects on health, including why some women experiences severe pain during their period, has gradually developed over time, driven by the need for better understanding and improved healthcare for women. Research into menstruation began out of both scientific curiosity and medical necessity. From ancient time, menstruation was seen as a mysterious process. In many early cultures, it was shrouded in superstition, mystery, and sometimes taboo. Over time, with advancement in medical science, researchers wanted to understand the biological and physiological aspects of menstruation. As medical practices developed, doctors recognized that menstruation could be associated with physical pain, discomfort, and in some cases, severe health conditions like dysmenorrhea. There was a growing need to understand why some women suffered more than others and how to alleviate these conditions. Women's health movement in the 19th and 20th century also played a critical role in pushing for scientific inquiry into female biology, especially regarding reproductive health. Women's health activists advocated for more research into menstruation and its effect on daily life. The phenomena of menstrual pain, known as dysmenorrhea, can vary greatly in intensity from one woman to another. It generally falls into two categories. Primary dysmenorrhea refers to common menstrual cramps and pain experienced by many women in the first 1-2 days of their periods. The pain is caused by the contraction of the uterine muscle as they expel the uterine lining. These contractions are triggered by a hormone called prostaglandin. High levels of prostaglandins in the uterus lead to stronger contractions, which can cause pain and discomfort. It is typically not associated with any underlying disease and affects most women during menstruation. Secondary dysmenorrhea is caused by underlying medical conditions such as endometriosis, fibroids, or adenomyosis that results in more chronic and severe pain during menstruation. These conditions can cause the endometrial tissue, the tissue that lines the uterus, to grow in areas where it shouldn't, leading to inflammation, cyst, and additional pain. Prostaglandins are responsible for uterine contraction. Higher levels can lead to more severe cramps. Some women may have structural abnormalities in the uterus, such as fibroids or endometrial polyps, that make the menstrual cycle more painful. There may be a genetic component, as some families have a higher incidence of menstrual pain. Historically, research into menstruation and menstrual pain was very limited, particularly due to the societal taboos surrounding the subject. However, the scientific community began taking serious interest in the physiological aspect of menstruation in the 18th and 19th centuries. Early thinkers like Hippocrates and Aristotle speculated about menstruation, with Hippocrates suggesting that menstrual blood was impure and had to be expelled from the body, while Aristotle associated menstruation with the balance of the body's humors. In the 17th century, physicians like Thomas Sydenham and William Harvey began to document and explore menstruation, laying the groundwork for further research into reproductive health. In the 19th and 20th centuries, more specific research was conducted into menstrual pain and its physiological causes. In the 1930s and 1940s, studies into hormonal control began to identify the role of prostaglandins in causing menstrual cramps. James Young Simpson, a Scottish obstetrician, contributed significantly to the medical understanding of menstruation in the 19th century and promoted the use of anesthesia for menstrual-related pains and childbirth. Researchers in the late 20th and early 21st centuries have focused heavily on endometriosis and fibroids as major contributors to menstrual pain. With advancement in diagnostic tools like laparoscopy allowing for better diagnosis and treatment. As research into menstruation and menstrual pain progressed, several key findings emerged. Research demonstrated that prostaglandins hormone-like substance produced in the lining of the uterus play a key role in causing uterine contraction during menstruation. High levels of prostaglandins are associated with more intense uterine contractions, which cause cramps and pain. Conditions like endometriosis, fibroids, and adenomyosis were identified as causes of secondary dysmenorrhea. Researchers learned that these conditions involve the abnormal growth of tissue within or around the uterus, leading to chronic pain. Research confirmed that hormonal fluctuations, particularly the rise and fall of estrogen and progesterone, are closely tied to menstrual pain. Prostaglandin production is typically higher when estrogen and progesterone levels drop before menstruation. Based on research findings, treatment options for menstrual pain evolved over time. Non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drugs like ibuprofen were found to be effective in reducing pain by lowering prostaglandin levels. Hormonal therapies including birth control pills, IUDs, and hormone replacement therapy HRT became popular treatment to regulate menstruation and reduce the intensity of menstrual pain. Surgical intervention like laparoscopy and hysterectomy were developed for causes of severe pain caused by conditions like endometriosis or fibroids. Research into menstruation and menstrual pain has had a revolutionary impact on both medicine and society. The discovery of hormonal influences, prostaglandins, and the identification of underlying medical conditions like endometriosis has improved diagnosis and treatment. Women suffering from severe menstrual pain now have better medical interventions, and surgical procedures have become more refined. The scientific exploration of menstruation helped reduce the social stigma that once surrounded the topic. Women became more empowered to talk openly about menstruation, menstrual health, and associated pain. Menstrual pain relief options, including medication and hormonal treatments, became more widely accepted, offering women relief from debilitating cramps and other symptoms. As a result of research and the feminist movement in the 20th century, menstruation became more openly discussed with calls for better healthcare solutions. This advocacy brought about improved public health policies and medical research dedicated to women's health. In modern times, the field of menstrual health has seen significant attention. New research focuses on better understanding menstrual disorders, advancing non-invasive treatments, and addressing environmental factors like menstrual hygiene products and their impact on health. Research into menstruation and menstrual pain has evolved from taboo and misunderstanding to a well-developed area of medical science. Early exploration of menstruation in the ancient world were filled with myth and misconception. Over time, scientific breakthroughs revealed the complex hormonal and physiological factors behind menstrual pain, leading to better treatment and improved quality of life for women. The revolution in the area of research not only changed how we treat menstrual disorders but also contributed to greater social awareness and empowerment around women's health. Today, menstrual health continues to be an active field of study with ongoing advancements in both treatment and public health initiatives. So here comes the end of the video. Do let us know your opinion in the comment section. Also, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching.